Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Moonriver. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to check that out before watching this one. It's going to be in the top right hand corner of your video. Now, if you're looking to buy Moonriver and you still don't have a Kucoin account, it is available on Kucoin. You do have a referral link down below in the description that will give you trading fees discount, and it does support me as well. I will get a part of the fees, or I think like 10% from your fee. So if your fee is like $1, I'll get like 10 cents from your fee. But it's a win-win situation. So yeah, feel free to use that if you still don't have a KuCoin account yet. Now, jumping into the daily chart, we're falling out of this symmetrical triangle over here, and we're coming back down to levels of support, and I did give you the 333 level over here. I did give you the $303 over here, and both of them were met. It would have been nice if you started dollar cost averaging, right? You got the bearish cross over here on the daily chart confirming we are in a downtrend, and you're looking for a bottoming out structure right now. So what you want to do is you either want to land on the 0.236 sitting at $260. And if that does happen, then I would expect this to be the absolute bottom, right? $270 roughly speaking. What can happen right now is we haven't touched the 20 EMA on the daily chart for quite a while. And when that happens, you usually see a relief rally. So you basically are going to get rejected by the 20 EMA. You have a little touch off the 20 EMA and it sends you back down, right? And the EMA keeps on coming back down, squeezing you down and pushing you down even further. That's something that does happen quite often. So if I'm looking at a quick trade, or I'm leverage trading or whatever, even though I don't do that, if you're looking for a quick trade, you want to buy off of support or after you break the resistance and after you back test it as support, right? And what you can be looking for is to sell just below the 20 EMA on the daily chart. So if you enter right now, or you wait for a break of the 382 backtest as support, that's when you enter, and you sell once you hit the 20 EMA. It doesn't matter what the price does after that, right? It can skyrocket. You've taken your profits. You've had a nice trade. That's all that matters. So that's if you're looking for a quick trade. If this is a long-term hold for you, then right now is the best time to start dollar cost averaging, because you can see that we're below the EMAs, we're far away from the EMAs, and we've lost the 382 as support, and now it does seem like we're coming back above it. A lot of buying pressure on Moonriver over here. As you can see, these long wicks to the downside show us that there are people who think that the Moonriver price at $280, $277 is low enough for them to buy it up, right? So if it goes down here, I would suggest you have buy orders just above this 0.236 area, right? So this is what people do. They just put their orders at $277 so that everyone who has their orders at $269, 0.49 cents exactly on the spot, doesn't get filled, and the price reverses without these buy orders at this price. And this forces the people that have the buy orders over here to buy higher and push the price even more higher. That's the basic idea behind it. But right now is the best way to start dollar cost, or the best time to start dollar cost averaging. If we jump back into the daily RSI, I gave you this 43.5 level of support, this yellow box, and as you can see, we perfectly landed into it. We just faked out a bit below it. You can see that we went down below the rectangle, but we're reversing right now, and it's great. You can get rejected from here, and you can come back down. I would think that this was co-aligned with the bounce off of the 20 EMA on the daily chart. But as you can see, I told you, if you go anywhere below 43.5 in the last video, it's a great time to buy. And you're still below that, so still a great time to buy. Overall, you do have the pink trend line, this horizontal, that is keeping you down all the time. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the daily chart. Like I said, we're looking at $815 as our 1.618 target. Now let's jump into Kucoin. Now jumping into the 4-hourly chart on Kucoin. So we were looking at a falling wedge for the past couple of videos. So for more than 2 weeks right now, and you can see that each time the falling wedge is getting bigger, and we did have a little fake out over here. So if you ignore that, you can see that we have a pretty solid support level over here, right? This horizontal support level. And what you've done is you go up, hit resistance, come back down to support, come back down to support, resistance, support, resistance, support. And now you're coming up and you're facing this resistance point over here. So you either break out right now because you're hitting your head on the 20 EMA, you potentially can get rejected because you've been hitting your head on the 20 EMA for the last couple of weeks. And if you get rejected, I would look at another move to the pink trend line, right? To the bottom of the pink trend line. It's still possible, but it's also possible that we start breaking out from here right now. So how do you measure a target, or how do you have a target from a falling wedge? Falling wedge is a very bullish pattern, a bullish continuation pattern, a bullish trend reversal pattern. So the target is usually where the falling wedge was created. So it was created over here at $411, right over here. So from where we are right now to that price, that's 36 or almost 37%, which is great. That's a great trade in my opinion. But obviously we need to break key levels of resistance, hold them as support, and only then you're going to be looking good for that that price. Now let's slap on a fib real quick. So remember that on Kucoin I just can't set my fibs to the log scale. And so this is not the log scale fib, this is just a short term, little Fibonacci retracement over here. So you can find some levels of resistance at $359 because this price is exactly on the golden ratio. So this golden ratio is a very important level to break through, because if we get rejected from there, you're potentially just going to come back down, and all you're doing is creating lower highs and higher lows, which is a downtrend. We don't want that, right? So you want to break the golden ratio, back test as support, and once that's back tested as support, you're pretty certain that you're going to break this swing high one way or another, right? Obviously, if Bitcoin dumps out of nowhere, you can, just crash back down. But when all things are stable and moving nicely, once you break the golden ratio, back test as support, you break the swing high, you're in a target to the 1.618, which is currently sitting at, let me give you the price tag for that, $493. So once you break the previous swing high, you're in a target to the 1.618. Now let's take a look at some of the oscillators. So we just got a bullish cross on the MACD, confirming our uptrend, but we're still nowhere near above the histogram. Now the RSI has just started moving up, so there's a lot of room to grow over here and get overextended. So when you're out of the purple box on the upside over here, you're overbought. When you're below, you're oversold, okay? Now stochastic over here is showing us that we're overbought. And as you can see, each time you come up to this area out of the purple box, you come back down. So you potentially are going to have a little pullback. You've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullish candles, 5 green candles on the 4-hourly chart. You potentially are going to come back down and create some sort of a double bottom pattern over here like this. Come back down, or actually a double bottom pattern is when the second high is a bit higher than the first one, right? And then you break out, so you have your double bottom pattern. That's your neckline, and you have a nice target probably towards the 55 EMA and the 0.382 over here. But that's if we manage to do that. But overall, very bullish on Moonriver. This is a very nice time to start buying because, like I said, we might just start breaking out of this falling wedge. And once you break horizontal resistances, you tend to move at a rapid pace, right? You tend to break out with authority, and you have these strong waves to the upside. But that's pretty much it. If I missed out anything on the charts, please let me know down below in the comments. I am going to catch you in the next video. Follow me on Twitter. We do have a Discord server and a Telegram chat as well, and we do have a Patreon running where I share my low cap gem finds early, and we have TA requests, video requests, all that good stuff. check out the Patreon. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.